Right. Got it. Let's go. All right, so welcome everybody out there in YouTube land. Welcome everybody in Zoom land. My name again is Alethea Barton, and I will be going over a few things this evening with my partner, Miss Jessica Reyes. Um, we'll be talking about compound interest and how you will be able to grow an account from a small amount, 2 figures, or oh, you know what? I did all this. Okay, yes. How I'm going to grow the account from, say, 2 figures to being able to go to 5 figures. Like, who would want to know how to go from 2 figures to 5 figures? Just drop some twos in the chat if you would like to see how you can do that, right? And it will not take you 10 years to learn how to do that. We know that if we were to put money in a bank account, say you had $100 and you put $100 in a checking or savings account, it's gonna take quite a while for it to go to 5 figures, right? But we don't have 20, 30, 40 years to have money go just to 5 figures. When we want to get to retirement, we want to have 7 figures, maybe 8 figures, right? We want to have the big bucks when we're retiring. So we don't have forever. It's like watching paint dry. We're not signing up for that. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and hold on. I think I need to. Did I make you co-host? Yes, I did. But I'm going to make one other person co-host. Uh, Diana, could I make you co-host? Is that okay, or are you busy?
Yes, ma'am. So to let people in?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, awesome. So I will make you a co-host as well so that we can focus on the matter at hand. All right. So again, as you guys know, I have partnered with a platform called B, and Jessica has also partnered with this platform, right? And with this platform is a tech company, actually. So, like Uber is a tech company. Yes, a lot of people may think that Uber is a car service, but it's not. It's a tech company. Their app is what bridges the gap for people who have a service to provide. And we are the same. B has different apps which allow people to jump into the different financial markets with ease, right? And you don't need to have a big skill set or even a small skill set to be able to use these apps. You just copy, paste, and make profits. So today I'm going to go over compound interest and how, once you know how to use these apps, it's 4 apps. Once you know how to use these apps, you can actually use compound interest to take a small amount of money and grow it as much as you'd like, right? But then I'll also be going over how you can use the apps as tools to enable you to pass some evaluations that different prop firms may have that will allow you to then be able to have access to 5 figure, 6 figure accounts where you're able to trade leveraging other people's money and you split profits between you and the prop firm that you've partnered with. It's really an awesome thing. So I'm going to go ahead and start sharing my screen. And the first stop will be compound interest. All right, so share my desktop. What's all of this? Okay. So This is compounddaily.org. And, there are all different sites where you can pull up a compound interest calculator. This just so happens to be the one that I use, compounddaily.org. If someone wants to drop that in the chat so that people who are on here can just grab it if they need to. Now, we have $100 here, right? $100, that's a nice figure. I'm going to get some participation. Let's see, who do we have here? We have Noob, we have Hoobie, we have, I guess I'll call on Hoobie. Hoobie,
Yeah,
how are you this evening?
I'm okay, fine, thank you.
All right, so if you have $100, you have a bank account, right?
Yes.
You have a checking or a saving, which one?
Uh, checking.
You have a checking account. Do
Mhm.
you get any interest on that money?
No,
You get no
no.
interest, right? Okay, so even worse. But they have some accounts that give you a little bit of interest, some savings accounts. I know I have my Capital One 360 checking. It gives some interest, but the interest that I get on a monthly basis, it's like pennies. It's nothing. So may as well be the same zero that you're getting in your account.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
it's less than 1%, like 0.0025.
0.05.
Yeah, something
Mhm.
ridiculous, right? But I am a great person. I'm gonna be generous, right? I'm gonna say let's give you 2% on your money, right?
Mhm.
So 2%, and we're gonna grow this money. And I should have. How much was a whole year again, guy? I forget. Like 246 days, something like that, because we're leaving out the weekends. Um,
Okay,
to reinvest 100%. We're not including the weekends. How much money do you think this is going to be in a year? $100, you grow it by 2%, 3%. Let's say 3%. How much you think it will be in a year?
from 100.
$100. And we know that if we put $100 in the bank, you have less than $100 in a year.
Mhm.
Just guess.
3%.
Don't need a calculator. And don't feel like you're in the hot seat though. Just guess.
100, it's $3, something like that.
$3 and something?
Yeah, yeah.
Ah, okay. All right. Let's see. It would grow to $143,853.70. So the $3 is in there, but like right at
But
the end.
you're saying 3% per year?
No,
Oh, sorry.
daily interest.
Oh, daily. Okay, sorry.
It's okay.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
okay. But honestly, based
Mhm.
on based on your thought process, you probably would have been over, you're being a little generous. If it's 3% for the year. So
Okay. Okay.
on the first day, you make $3
Mhm.
because
Okay.
that's
Mhm.
3%.
Yeah, okay. Yes.
So you have the right concept, but wrong time frame. It's okay, right?
Mhm.
So day one, you need to make $3. That's 3%, and then you'd be finished. And if you grow that money by 3% every day, by day 30, 3% is $7. Day 60, it's $17, and so on and so on. Now that growth, it does seem really slow, right? Like 3 months in at 90 days, you're just making $41 for the day. That seems slow to you, right? If you're investing, that's not what you're looking for, right? Like,
Yeah, for,
yeah, you're thinking, I need to see something bigger than that.
Mhm.
But again, I will say, if it was a bank and you had put that money in the bank and waiting on interest there, you wouldn't even see this, correct?
Yeah, of course, for sure. Less than that.
Exactly. Exactly. So what I tell people when trading is, don't focus on the dollar amount. Focus on the percentage that you're making and be happy, because that is something that definitely would not be able to be accomplished if you're supposed to go by what our parents and our grandparents told us, because they always say that you need to put your money in the bank and save and save and save for a rainy day. But if you look around, you never see anybody who relies on saving in the bank. You don't see them achieving their goals and dreams. It's just not possible, because their money is not really being put to work, right? So I want to show you how, with the right know-how and growing your money by 2 to 3%, you can use this same concept, but have access to a whole lot more money. Because, there are lots of people who, yes, they want to learn how to trade, they want to make profits in the market, but when they're starting out with $50 or $100, it just is not going to look too appealing when they're growing that money by $3 a day or $40 a day. They're thinking, hey, this is not Warren, but this is not what Warren Buffett is doing. All the big traders, they're not trading double digits, they're trading 6 digits, stuff like that. Now, there's this thing called prop firms, and what they are places that people who have a lot of money but who don't necessarily want to be in the markets trading for themselves, they will go to these different firms, and they're different ones, they're different ones. They'll give their money to them, and they will grow that money. And the prop firms, they don't have enough people on staff, so they outsource to get traders who will grow that money for them, so they can fulfill their obligations to their client base, but they're getting help. And in exchange for people helping them retain their customers by, growing the money on their behalf, they split the profits, right? So I'm going to show you guys one such firm. My Forex Funds is the one that I will break down for you today, where you can pay a nominal fee. So you see here, I show you where you can use $100 and you can grow that over time. Say it was $100,000 instead. Is that enough zeros? I think so. Say it was $100,000 instead. Now we don't have to be looking for an entire year to figure out how much it will be, right? If we look at $100,000, growing it the same 2 to 3%, but say we do that for just a month, things can look a little bit different. So I won't torture you and ask you to guess again. I'll just give you the answer, okay? So In a month, $100,000, growing that by 2% a day. Day one, you need to make $2,000. The other example, I had it at 3%, and you're making $3, and I was saying, be happy. Here, I dropped it down to 2%. That's $2,000. Somebody who has the skill set and they can grow money by 2%, whether it be $50, $100, or $100,000, they're just going to grow that by 2%. They could be happier if they're compounding a larger sum of money, right? See, day one, 2% is $2,000. Day 30, 2% is $3,551. It's the same 2%. It's just compounding. So how compound interest goes, whatever the final amount is at the end of the day, the next day, it's going to be 200%. It's going to be 2% of that amount that you ended the previous day with, right? And that's how it can work over time. So you don't want to be pulling money out too quickly. You want to allow that compound interest to work and allow it to build up over time. Does everybody have that clear? Do you understand that? Okay. Does anybody have any questions? I have to stop sharing the screen so I can see what's been said in the chat really quick. Hold on. Understood. Okay. So let me get this straight. You invest $50 and just set it and forget it. Yes, then I'm sorry. For some reason, I don't know if I did some kind of updates to my computer or to Zoom, but when I'm sharing my screen, I am not able to see what anybody is saying in the chat. My apologies. And that's why I say, if you want to ask any questions, you can, raise your hand, unmute yourself, and, we can have it be interactive. But yeah, let me go back. Let me share my screen again. And now let's take a look at one of the prop firms. Now, the different firms are going to have their different rules, different requirements that you need to have. I'm going to go over just a few of the rules for this one. And, it's up to you to do your research if you're really serious about going into this thing. And so the programs are here: rapid, evaluation, and accelerated. We're going to look at the evaluation. Okay. All right. Introduction to our prop firm evaluation. Yada, yada, yada. Okay, so there are two phases for the evaluation. The first phase, you need to grow the account by 8% on this one. Now, different accounts have different percentage requirements. There are some that require 10%. There are some that require 12%. This one requires 8%, right? So the second phase, you need to grow the account by 5%, right? So the first phase lasts 30 days. Where does it say it? All right, I'll just talk. The first phase lasts 30 days. So you have 30 days from the first day that you take a trade to grow that account by 8%. So if you have a plan of growing your account by 2% or 1% a day, you can get through it maybe in 2 weeks, but you have 30 days to do it. And this is if you're disciplined and patient and, because remember, this is trading. So every day is not going to be perfect. Trading involves risk. Let me just give that disclaimer right off the bat, right? But with proper risk management, it is possible. So 30 days for the first phase, and the minimum trading days are 5 days. As it says here, minimum trading days, 5 days. So once you place your first trade, if you grow your account by 8% before the 30 days, you could do it in 3 days, in 4 days. The minimum is 5 days. So you're gonna have to go for 5 days before you can move on to phase 2. At phase 2, they're going to want you to do it again. They want to see if it was a fluke, if you made a, you accidentally passed this phase. So now they give you 60 days. So they double the time and they drop the percentage to 5%. So now you need to grow the account by 5%. But now instead of having 30 days to do it, you have 60 days to do it, right? And we have people in our team who are seeing these opportunities using the apps that our company has at our fingertips, right in our phones, and we're able to take trade ideas and pass these evaluations. Now, of course, you can lose money, and the companies understand that. So they have drawdown rules. So the drawdown is 5%, I believe. Let's see, 5% daily drawdown, right? You must not have a 5% drawdown. So you can draw down, as in you can lose up to 4.99% of your account in any one day. And then the overall drawdown is 12%. So the maximum you should be losing is 11.99% to still be in the running. But if it comes to the 30 days and you have not made that 8%, it's done. But the bright side is, if you are in profit, if it's even by $1, if you're up by $1 and the 30 days have expired, you get a free reset. You don't have to do anything, right? Now, if you are not in profit, if you're in the negative when the 30 days are up, you can retake it, but you're going to have to pay, and they give you a 10% discount when you're doing that. But outside of that, there aren't any other trading restrictions as far as I know. Now, there are rules, everything in life has rules. You have to abide by the rules. I'm not going to go over all the rules. This is something that you guys will do in your own time. But one question that you may have is, what's the point? Like, why would I want to be trading for these firms? What's in it for me? Okay. So I will go and I will read the profit split. I will read the profit split. So the most important question our traders have is, when do we get paid? You will receive your first payout 1 month after you place your first trade in the live account. The first payment is monthly, and every payment after that is bi-weekly. So let's take a look at some more. So once you've passed the challenge and you have your live account, you trade for a month, and then you'll get paid out 75% of the profits. Not only will you get that, but the money that you paid to do the challenge, you will get that back. That will be refunded to you. And you only get that refund, you get one refund when you pass the challenge. Second payment, and then it's bi-weekly after that you can get paid out. Second it's 80%. Third, it's 85%. And that's where it cuts off. And when I say 75, 80, and 85%, I'm not saying that they will keep this and pay you 25%. No, they're going to pay you 75% and they will keep 25%. Second payout, they will give you 80% and they keep 20. Third, 85, 15. I feel like I'm a genius with math. Yeah, I'm good. Right? So that's why we want to do it. That's why we want to do it. Does anybody have any questions about this?
What's the time frame on that? How long you got to stay in the program?
When you say how long do you have to stay in the program, you mean the evaluation?
Yeah, I mean, do you got to stick it out for a year or 6 months?
Well, what would happen after that? Maybe because I would want to stick with it for as long as I can do it and get paid. Because if I pay $100, hold on. Let's look at the different accounts that you can get. Because if I pay $100 and something and gets funded, right? So a $5,000 account, you pay $49 and it's a refundable registration fee. You pay $49. They give you a $5,000 account, demo account. They're gonna give you play money because they can't give you real money to mess up with. You prove yourself. You do the phase 1, you pass it. Phase 2, you pass it. You get a real account with $5,000 that you can now trade and make money. Why, that's 5,000. They have up to $300,000 here. 300,000. I pay $1,389 and I'm going to be able to access 300,000 real dollars once I pass that challenge. And we can have a partnership where we're splitting profits. I want it to go on. I'm not looking to come to a conclusion. I'm going to treat it like a job and get paid off of this. There are people who have a skill set, but they don't have $300,000. They don't have $5,000 to open up an account of their own, but maybe they have $49, right? Maybe they have $139 that they can just pay one time, get access to a $20,000 account. You grow that money and pay yourself bi-weekly, just like a job does, Wouldn't you want to do that and get paid like a salary off of that?
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Who's training you how to trade the forex?
We have educators on Wow, which is our live streaming platform, and they have their live sessions Monday to Fridays, and you can check the schedule and you can plug in with whichever educator you're interested in seeing. Who asked that question? Sorry.
John.
Who? Oh, John. Oh, okay, sorry. I couldn't see. Yes. So I don't know who invited you onto the call, but you can get back with that person and they can, fill you in with that. But as it happens, John, right after this call, we actually will have another call starting. We're not leaving this Zoom. I'm just going to end the YouTube live stream. we have a private call that's happening, and everybody that's on here right now is invited to stick around and join us for that call, where you will have all the information you would need to answer that question as to who is teaching us how to trade. Our platform has software, it has the technology, but it does also have education where you can learn to trade so that eventually you don't even need to be using the apps. You know, it's the apps are a tool that you can use while you're still learning. So with John asking that question, I can now actually pass things over to my co-host, Miss Jessica Reyes, and she is going to talk to us about how she was able to use said apps to get funded, not using my Forex funds, using a different platform, but still it's a prop firm, you know? So, Miss Reyes, would you like to take it away?
Yes. Hi, everyone. Good evening. Thank you, Alethea. Always sharing gems out here on compound interest. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen real quick. Give me 1 second. Okay. Okay. You would think I do this all the time, but I get nervous all the time, so slideshow. Okay, play from the start. All right, guys, welcome. And this is my portion of the call. I'm just gonna explain how to pass a prop firm and get funded, right? This is why we're all here. We want to know, how was it that I got funded? Okay, important disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor. I am just a financial guide. Okay, I am here to help you win. I'm here to share some secrets of the rich and also discuss how I was able to pass a prop firm and earn passive income now. Okay, so just a quick little insight. Why are you here today? So just think of something that piqued your interest and got you on this call today, right? Like many of us, we are looking for the solution to our problems, and a wise person once told me most of our problems could be solved with a check, right? We are all searching to be financially stable in life. Maybe not just for us, for our sisters, for our brothers, to help out our families, our children, to start our families. But a lot of us are held back because of financial concerns, right? We look for financial freedom. Why? Because being financially free allows you to spend more doing the things that you love to do and spend more time with the ones that you love. Work smarter, not harder. And this is what this presentation is about right now. How could we get there? Okay, how do the rich make money real quick? The stock market. The stock market, as we've been discussing, is one of the primary sources of income for the rich. Many wealthy individuals invest in stocks and bonds as a way to generate passive income. So according to a study, one of the largest studies of millionaires ever conducted, it says millionaires did not build a net worth of millions of dollars or more through inheritance. Only 2% of millionaires said they came from an upper income family. It took hard work, discipline, and investing regularly to reach millionaire status. The top 5% make more money from their investments, which is what we're talking about here, and business interests than their salary and wages. The bottom third heavily relied on Social Security and their salary wages, okay? Okay, so how could you start investing today? So this is my friend A-Rod, right? We start our presentation with A-Rod. A-Rod is a college graduate. He works a full-time job and is having a hard time making ends meet. A-Rod wants to start investing, but doesn't know how or where to start. He knows he has no capital, aka large lump sum of money, and he believes investing is a lot of work. Halfway along his financial journey, A-Rod meets Jess. And don't worry, this is not a love story, okay? Jess is me, all right? Jess is also a full-time worker. She works from home, has 3 kids, and makes $40,000 annually with her social work job, right? Jess, like many other females, wants to take better care of her family. So what does Jess do? She hustles, right? She's hungry. She begins researching, learning, and earning via the B platform, right? Jess started 9 months ago and finally was able to be funded twice. One 10K account and one 100K account. Disclaimer for myself, I am not a stock market pro. I went to school for psychology and I am a social worker, but I learned that learning how to leverage other people's money, other people's capital, and also utilizing these apps allowed me to earn an extra income. So now I'm leveraging my time and I'm also learning new skills at the same time. Okay, so help, tell me how, right? You guys want to know how. A-Rod asked Jess for her help and asked her, how did she find the time and the capital to invest? So A-Rod asks, what is a prop firm? Miss Alethea just went over this, right? A prop firm is a financial firm willing to fund you a large capital as long as you show them that you are a profitable trader. So as long as you prove your trading skills and pass their challenge, you are able to be funded a large account with at least up to $200K of trading capital. And just like Miss Alethea was saying, traders receive capital ranging from $10,000 to $400,000 and an 80-20 split on profits. So whatever the profit a trader earns on the capital given, they will receive 80% of it. Okay, another disclaimer, prop firms are not affiliated with our company that we're in. They are a separate entity. They are not affiliated with us at all. Okay, this is just another way of us to make passive income. We're utilizing the apps that this platform has to be able to tap into these markets and get a profit. Okay, so what are the mechanisms of getting a prop firm? Miss Alethea went over some of this, right? These are the top prop firms that they have: the FTMO, My Forex Funds, which Miss Alethea just showed you, and Fidel Crest, right? So pay attention and take notes if you can. Research the prop firm you want to invest in. There are different prop firms. Make sure that they are reputable and have a good profit split. There's so many prop firms out here that could really be kind of tough to understand, and the profit split is not completely what you want to earn at the end of the day. Step 2, have your investing money ready. One-time investment, like Miss Alethea had said, registration fee to participate in the challenge. Realize that this is an investment and it takes money to start making money. Fun fact, once you pass your challenge, you will get your investment back. Just like Miss Alethea said, they will refund your initial investment when you first signed up for the account. Step 3, choose your prop firm. Great, you chose your prop firm. Step 4, not so fast. Hold up, you got to pass phase 1 and phase 2, just like Miss Alethea said. So just a quick testimony. I had a 10K account. I passed. It was my first time entering the prop firm challenge. I did not have any experience. And I brought my account for 10K. Cool, right? Phase 1, I was able to pass, and I needed to bring that account up by 10%, which is $1,000. Cool, I was able to bring up the account with $1,000 by just utilizing the apps that I will share with you in the coming slides. Phase 2, I passed phase 2. Now they want to see if I could pass phase 2, right? Phase 2, you have to bring it up by at least 5%. I was able to bring that up by $546, a little bit over the 5%. And I was funded the account. Okay, there's always rules to this. I know for the 10K account, I don't want to confuse you guys too much, but if you're looking at FTMO, the 10K account, you have to pass it within a month. They give you a month, but they give you a minimum trading days of 10, right? So within those 10 days, I was able to pass the $1,000 account. And actually within 2 days that they gave me the 10 days, I passed the $1,000 just by utilizing the apps. And after that, just to keep on putting in trades for those 10 days to reach the requirement, I was putting in trades and just closing them out real quick. Very, very small. Like I would close it out in like $1 if it was in profit after I gained the whole 10% or 5%, just to keep my account in good standing. Okay, talk about awesome. Now you know the mechanism of the prop firm. You're on your way to earning passive income, right? Okay, now how do you pass this challenge? Show me the tips. So step one, what really worked for me is I'm gonna advise this. If you're like me and you love to take risk, then I would say slow down and open up a demo account, okay? You wanna practice mastering, even though copy and paste is super easy with these apps, you just want to get a feel of what a demo account looks like, of what a 10K account looks like, of what it feels like entering these markets with these trading signals and seeing a profit. Practice first. Don't even dive into the deep water just yet. Step two, just like Miss Alethea was saying earlier, get on the Wow Academy for this thing. The Wow Academy is basically where you're able to tap into live sessions with the experts, the educators. I picked at least 2 educators that are my favorite, which is three. Gus, he's from Colombia. I have Nate, he trades gold. He's amazing with gold. And then I have Miss Ty Pips. If you do start with the Wow Academy and you're looking to earn quick trading signals, that Gus is the go-to. He speaks Spanish, but he is looking at the charts early in the morning. And he's putting out those trade signals that he won't send in the trading apps. So I was really able to leverage his time and his expertise onto my accounts, and this is how I was able to win my challenges. Okay, get on those Wow Academies. Step 3, what really helped me, as I said previously, I chose at least 2 to 3 currency pairs that I wanted to trade, and I saw that they were really profitable, right? So one of my currency pairs that I really love to trade is GBP and JPY, the Great British Pound against the Japanese Yen. Guys, anything with JPY at the end of the currency pair is really gonna give you a profit. The market is volatile. I do want to say that but from my experience of being on this platform and tapping into all of these things, GBP and JPY have really been giving a good profit out. So has gold. Gold is very profitable, but be careful with it because it's a big shark. It could turn on you quickly, but it could also leave good profits with gold. One of my favorite indices is US 30, the Dow Jones. That's another good one to trade in. So when I'm trading my prop firms and trying to pass my phases, I focus on these three currencies. The app, these experts are constantly looking at the charts and constantly throughout the day are sending out trade signals. I try to have tunnel vision and keep myself disciplined and just look at those 3 currency pairs, which has helped me tremendously in passing my prop firms. Step 4, time management. Because I am a mom of 3 and I still have my other jobs that I do a lot within the day. I make sure to put aside a time for myself to enter the market, especially when you're taking out a prop firm account. Guys, you want to have the time to focus on your account. Have the time where for me, for example, I follow Gus. He gives out trade signals early in the morning, and this is where the market is just opening up. not just opening up, but they're still running. It comes from, I think, the London session to the New York session. And this is where the profit is coming in. It's a good profit early in the morning for me, in my experience. I try to avoid taking profits late at night, past 5. My thing is early in the morning. I get the early bird bites the dust. I'm in profit, and then I run away. I don't even let it hit take profit, okay? Step 5, mindset, guys. And this is a big one for me. When you put in your trade for the very first time in your demo account, you will see your trading be in motion, right? And for me, the first time I saw a profit of $300 within like 2 minutes, I was losing my head. I'm like, wow, this is amazing. I'm gonna let it hit take profit. I'm just gonna let it hit. Let me see if I could take more. No, guys, do not be greedy. One thing that has helped me a lot was being disciplined and allowing myself to press that close button on my trading signal, right? I do not let my take profits hit at all. So when I'm doing my challenge, my focus is 3 pairs, go into this market with that trading signal, with that currency pair. Is that pair in profit? Good. Yes, I'm closing it out. I'm not even waiting for it to hit take profit. That's how I'm able to also compound within those days quickly. Attitude, right, about the markets and yourself. Have a positive attitude when you are trading, whether it's for demo, live account, or prop firm account. This is from an article. Such negative and erroneous beliefs can have significant impact on your ability to trade successfully. If you're looking at the market as being out to get you, then you're not looking at it properly. And therefore, you can't hope to be able to objectively evaluate market opportunities. Although I am not an expert, I'm already tapping into these classes, and I already know more or less what will leave a good profit or not, because I'm opening up my TradingView account. And TradingView, for some of you guys that don't know, you guys will need it once you start trading. Once you start taking the trade signals, it is a good way for me to follow what the currency pair is doing at that time. And because I already have experience and I already have some type of structure in my trading, I'm already saying, okay, this might go down this way. I'm just going to tap out and take my profit for the day. So you have to have a specific mindset, a specific goal, structure, so forth when you're trading, okay? One personal characteristic that almost all winning traders share is that of self-confidence. This is a big one for me. Before coming into this, I did not see myself making an extra source of income at all. I thought I was stuck. I didn't think that I was able to even be able to touch a 100K account at all. And that took a little bit of self-confidence. And that's why I say open up a demo account when you're first coming on board, because that's going to help you build your belief system, your self-confidence system. It's going to help you kind of get to know yourself a little bit more and how you're trading, your trading patterns, and what works for you, basically. I'm just sharing this because this is what has been working for me. This is how I was able to pass my prop firm accounts at least twice, okay? My 10K account and then my 100K account. And of course, I'm going to be real with you guys. These are just characteristics of a winning trader. They are all comfortable with taking risks. They are capable of quickly adjusting to changing market conditions. They are disciplined, just like I've been mentioning. And they don't give into it to being excessively excited about winning trades or losing them. So I do want to leave that here, that I'm going to be real with you. The first time I passed my 10K account, I got funded and I lost that account that same day, only because I was not reading and I was not being focused on my trade. I let my trade, I went into the trade and I walked away from my account and I let it hit. I wasn't focused on closing my trade. I got super busy that day. That's why I come into this presentation saying, Pay attention to your trades. Set aside some time when you do want to trade. Make sure that there's no distractions around you, because this is a challenge. This is an investment that you put in, and you don't want to go ahead and pass pass the phases like I did and then lose my 10K account. After I did have my 10K account, I was able to I learned a lot of lessons, and I lost a lot of accounts. I lost my trading wasn't all there. So I had to take a step back and kind of regain my discipline and regain my focus. Okay. So this is my whole point of having these slides right here, the key characteristics of a winning trader. And then, guys, good luck, congrats, and also don't forget to have fun. This is a learning experience for everyone. Me coming from a Caribbean family, this was not ever heard of. I was stock market. Oh my God, I'm scared. Like, you mentioned stock market to me before, or trading, any of that stuff. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, that's not for me. But I learned to come into this space, this platform with, I'm gonna have fun, I'm gonna learn, I'm gonna evolve, and I'm going to have that self-confidence where I want to have an extra income for me, myself, and my family. And I'm also gonna bring value to other people. So definitely don't forget to have fun, guys. And that wraps up my call for today. Any questions?
Thank you so much for that slideshow. That was really good. Now I know that I need to.
I think someone was asking a question. Check the box.
Thank you so much for doing that. I need to step my game up with having a nice PowerPoint presentation or something like that. Yes, Miss Haley. Noob was asking about the trade ideas, and
Yes.
we did say that he should stick around. Noob, I hope you're able to stick around, because coming right up, we're going to be doing an overview. It's private, as I had said earlier, but everybody who is on here is invited. So I'm just going to say goodbye in YouTube land. Thank you guys for watching this overview. I hope that you found some value. If you so feel inclined, go ahead, like, subscribe, share, comment, and yeah, that's gonna be it. Bye, YouTube. Okay. So yes, Noob,